Hi, everyone. I'm Luna Ramirez, the Community Engagement Specialist for BPI in the Columbia, Missouri area. Joining me today is BPI's Paige McCullum. Paige, thank you so much for joining us. As usual, would you mind by starting and sharing what it is that you do for BPI?
So I am a speech language pathologist at the Austin Clinic.
Wonderful. Today, I invited you over because I would love to talk about the importance of early language intervention. Can you start by sharing why you think it's important to start early?
Yeah, so early intervention regarding speech and language is super important and critical that if you suspect that there's any language or speech delay to get an assessment, because starting out the intervention at a younger age can prevent your learner from falling behind whenever they reach grade level age.
Gotcha. So it's about making sure they don't fall behind and working on anything to get them up to developmental level. Got it. Awesome.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
would you mind sharing what early intervention for language might look like?
Yeah, so my favorite is doing play-based therapy. So I will put out a few toys and I let the client lead. So when they come in, if they go over to the cash register, and I'm working on our k sound, we'll be like, oh, cash register. Or we can work on language, picking up the little coins and, okay, coin goes in, you put coin in. Open drawer, working on open, taking out, following directions. There's a lot of, bubbles is one of my favorite things to do. You can work on ready, set, go. Environmental sounds like pop, blow, following directions. So we do a lot of play-based therapy, kind of following their lead. We do a lot of narrative language. So if they're playing with a doll and the doll is walking through the house, you say, oh, you're making doll walk through the house. You're making doll walk up the stairs. Your doll is driving the car, that type of stuff. So they understand the language that goes with their independent play.
Awesome. So now I want to ask, you start the early intervention with speech. You're starting to see some progress. How do we kind of keep up the good work?
Yeah, so I am a big collaborative fan. I work very, very closely with all of the learners, BCBAs, and occupational therapists, and teachers and parents, keeping them up to date. I have seen the best carryover in quickly learning skills when parents are also working on different skills at home, or the skills that we're working on here, they're targeting it at home. So we do a lot of feeding therapy. The parents, okay, we're going to eat broccoli in the clinic. And then once they've eaten it with us, the parents are so on board to give them broccoli at home, but also give it to them the same way that we were giving it to them in the clinic. So just a little tiny portion of the broccoli, or however the learner accepted it. So any type of family involvement, teacher involvement, just everyone being on the same page is super important for speech and language growth.
That makes perfect sense. And I know Austin, for example, is a multidisciplinary clinic, so I'm sure that you guys are collaborating a lot over there.
Yes.
Well, Paige, thank you so much for joining me today and talking a little bit about early language intervention. I want to remind everyone that BPI does offer speech at a number of our clinics. You can find out if a clinic near you offers speech by going to our website, which is www.bpiaba.com. Or if you're an existing client and you're looking to add speech services to your kiddo's current plan, you can go ahead and give us a call today. I want to thank you all for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.